What? Motivation to live rich. What is this nonsense? Who needs motivation to live rich? That's what everyone wants. That's what all normal people think. But what's the point of them thinking that if they don't have enough money? The whole point is that people go to work in the morning frowning and dissatisfied with their existence. Every day their alarm clock wakes them up and they have to get up quickly, get ready, and go where they don't really want to go. But you have to. And so every day. It can go on like that for years, decades. And if you ask them what they want, of course they want more money. Everybody wants more money, absolutely everybody. Show me one person who doesn't want more money. The whole world craves money, everyone thinks about it, dreams about it, and suffers without it. But the amazing thing about this world is that people want money, but they don't try to change anything in their lives to have more money. Absurd for a rational person, isn't it? Oh yes, they think they will achieve something in the future. But they do nothing in the present. Amazing stupidity. And you know what they lack? Motivation. People live a normal life and that's enough for them. They've bought meat for the fridge, they've paid the rent, they've bought internet, they've bought shoes on sale, they've taken out a car loan, and they're fine with that. You choose comfort for your ass. It's just that they've chosen the role of the middleman, the gray man who just lives and that's it. But deep down inside, they hate it. Such a life constantly gives a boring, cold and irritating vicious circle. Because such a life is too boring and predictable. The soul wants an adventure on its ass, but the ass has chosen safety and comfort. The soul wants to learn about the world, to fume, to create, to delight and rejoice, but the asshole infringes on the soul's rights by constant inaction. The middle classes didn't choose to be that way themselves. It is imposed from childhood by parents, school, university and society. Hence the low motivation to live a more dignified and interesting life. I've been told a goddamn 1,000 times that it's okay to live like this. And the view of the world is getting short-sighted. Such people have traded the interesting for the predictable. But in order not to go crazy, they sometimes get drunk out of their minds. And to fill the emptiness, they entertain themselves by sitting in front of the TV or computer screen. Fortunately, there are always a lot of entertainment programs just for people like that. The role of the average person is very advantageous. You're not a sucker, you're not at the bottom of the hierarchy, you're kind of worth something, you kind of have weight in society sort of. And you don't have to take a huge responsibility. It's easier to do small and simple jobs, like a mechanical robot moving papers from place to place. And with each passing day, the image of the average person takes root in your soul. You get used to the idea, you get used to being mediocre. But let's be honest. If everyone lived like that, it would really be normal. But you see other people who can afford a little more than you can. And that only proves one thing: they're better than you. You're worse than them. You try not to think about it, finding some reasons and explanations. But the fact is, it really is, isn't it? Let's just be honest and admit that. There's someone better than you. And you don't care about that. Is it something you turn a blind eye to? Can't you think of something else? You know, like people with money are greedy, or money isn't happiness. And you go on living with that. You'll put your signature on the fact that you're weaker and sigh in peace. That's it. Now you can live with peace of mind as before and do all the same things. Boring and predictable, but so familiar. But you can't get away from it, because everything around you will remind you that you consciously stepped aside to make way for the stronger and more powerful and mighty, giving them passage to their goals, to their dreams. The evolutionary world is such that everything will remind you that you can do more, that you can and are worthy of having more money. You will never walk away from that, and whoever ignores those reminders will go downhill. He gets less and less money. Because this is how the material world works. These are its laws. If you do not strive to become richer, you will certainly become poorer. Whoever doesn't develop, degrades, that's the law. You'll be lucky if it happens in your old age, when you don't give a shit about your life. But what if it happens much earlier? So you have two choices. Either accept the role of the mediocre and fall into idleness and laziness, or get really mad at this injustice and prove to the world that you are worth something. It's no secret that rich people think they are cooler than poor people and feel superior to them, but they won't tell you that. But the rich aren't all good and fluffy. And these bastards think me is worse than them. Heck, I'll tear them up. There's no getting away from it, and that should motivate you nicely. What the hell? I'm going to prove that I'm better than them. How can you even live with the peace of mind of knowing that you can do so much more? You can have more money and it opens up huge opportunities. Having a lot of money is sexy. It's more than okay to strive to be better. It's a principle of evolution. It's normal and healthy competition that makes this world a better place. You evolve, you're athletically wicked. And most importantly, you don't resign yourself to being average. That's how you get richer. People don't want to be a gray individual, it's depressing. It's honesty to think about it frankly and admit that you're worse than others. Lying people will find excuses and beautiful words not to admit their own weakness. Meanwhile, I will never tire of repeating that there is a rebellious person inside all of us who wants to change the world and reality. And every time you admit to being a gray person, you spit in this unique personality and merge with the gray mass of people just like you. Maybe I am being cruel in my presentation of reality. Maybe I am writing things that are not very pleasant to hear. But the cruelest thing is really something else. In the lack of motivation to live richer and the choice to live mediocre. So this article has put you to the test. Either you are indifferent to the lines above and continue to live mediocre. Either way, the choice is yours. But the choice to be the mediocre is a flawed one. And with this choice, you will go to bed tonight and sleep peacefully in your soft and safe crib, only to be brought back tomorrow by your alarm clock to the grey and dreary reality that already makes you sick. Either you will experience athletic aggression and start living your life differently. Wake up with different thoughts. See the world in a new way. Act differently. And get paid more for it. The following articles on this blog will help you do just that. Good luck. If you want to get even better, just watch one of these videos. You can also go to the channel and choose the video that interests you the most. I post videos quite often. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.